Hello, this is Giorgio Lucas. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about how being healthier can actually make you a lot wealthier. I will go through 8 particular points where I think your health is affecting your wealth. Now, before I begin, I just want to hit you with what I thought was quite an amazing statistic here in London. Now, they surveyed 2 areas of London, namely Chelsea in southwest London and Tottenham in North London. And I found it incredible that in such a so-called civilized western city like London, the average life expectancy in Chelsea is 87 years, and in Tottenham it's only 70 years, which is a hell of a differential, 17 years. But it does show you that health affects your wealth. But it's quite marked. You can live a hell of a lot longer if you're healthy. So if you take, as I said, Chelsea, and you're particularly healthy, there's no reason why you can't live well into your 90s or 100. But going back to the 8 points, I want to start with point number 1, which is something that's close to my heart and has helped me a lot in my finances. Now, for 13 years in my last job, I walked to work virtually every day, even though it was a few miles away. I think it was 4 to 5 miles away. So I was doing many miles a day. And that not only has made me a healthier person, but it saved me a lot in money. I estimate that on a yearly basis over 13 years, I saved each year, approximately, I think I calculated as at about 1,200. So if I do that on a calculator, 1,200 times 13, over a number of years, that saved me £15,600 over 13 years. It's not an insignificant amount of money. You can have a lot of good holidays with that. You could use that as a deposit or a part of a deposit for a property. And that was just by walking. Even now, I'm doing 12,500 steps a day. And that's including the winter as well. So I do a lot more in summer. Now, a lot of you may ask, who don't live in a city, who think they need the car, well, how is that relevant to me? Well, many of you who live in towns or even in the country and have your nearest shop could be 3 miles away. You can still, instead of getting the car out, you can walk. And that will save you petrol. Now, it may not save you a hell of a lot on a daily basis, but if you take it over a weekly, yearly basis and over a number of years, it will make you healthier, but it will save you a lot of money. So I'm quite passionate about this point because it's helped me a lot. Now, point number two is, this one just really makes me cringe, is people who smoke. Now, smoking is absolutely terrible for your health, and it's terrible for your wealth as well. Now, in life, most of the time we have trade-offs. So if you invest in the stock market, you have what they call risk and reward. So the higher the risk, potentially higher the reward. There's a trade-off. Cigarettes, there's no such thing as a trade-off. It's a lose-lose situation. It's absolutely terrible. And I just want to give you one very quick example. If you take a pack of 20 cigarettes, typically we'll take Marlboro cigarettes, 20 of those will cost you potentially about £10 in the UK. I'm not sure of the prices 100%. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not a smoker. But let's just take a ballpark figure of £10 for the UK, and I will take a US example as well. So £10 a day, if you're smoking 20 Marlboro cigarettes, that's £70 a week. In a year, that's 70 times 52 weeks in a year, £3,640. £3,640 a year on cigarettes. Over 10 years, it's obviously 36,400. £36,400 for cigarettes over 10 years. That's a lot of money. Come on, guys. Surely that should be an incentive for you to stop smoking. And even in the US, yes, I know in the US you pay less. You pay, I think it's about approximately $8 for a packet of 20 Marlboro cigarettes. But even so, let's do that on a yearly basis. That's 8 times 7 weekly. So that's $56 a week multiplied by 52. approximately, it's 2,912, but let's say it's $2,900 a year. So over 10 years, that's $29,000. Jesus, that's a lot of money. Surely that should be an incentive for you to stop smoking as well. Now, even Australia, Australia, I've got the figures again in US dollar terms. Forgive me, I don't have them in Australian dollar terms, but I know smoking in Australia is very, very expensive. So if you are from Australia and it'll cost you 20 Marlboro cigarettes, will cost you about 20 US dollars a day. You do the sums, that's a killer. But even in less expensive countries, like let's say Germany, it will cost you about 7 US dollars for a packet of 20 Marlboro cigarettes. Even that's very, very expensive. I know in countries like Spain it's lower, and there's many countries that are more or less. But even so, over a number of years, if you smoke, it's going to cost you a hell of a lot of money, and it destroys your health as well. It can take 10, 15 years or more off your life. So surely, that should be an incentive to stop smoking. My third point is on alcohol. Yeah, we all enjoy a drink, and drinking in moderation is fine. But if you drink to excess, it's so bad for your health and again for your wealth. So you could, let's take in London, sometimes people are drinking 5-6 pints a day. So even if you save on a couple of pints, you go figure, that can be in London about £10 a day saved on beer. £70 a week. You've done that. You can do the figures. It's a lot of money. So too much alcohol destroys your health, and it destroys your wealth as well. This comes into point 4, where if you lead a healthy lifestyle, it can save you money. It can save you money on life insurance premiums. Now, if they know you smoke, you're going to pay much higher premiums. So again, that's another incentive to lead a healthy lifestyle. Now, point number 5 is part of a food thing as well, and that will come into point 6 as well. Now, point 5, I notice that a lot of people, particularly in the UK, they love to snack a lot on fizzy drinks and those chocolate bars, which are not particularly healthy for you. And these snacks and fizzy drinks can often add up to £10 a week. So you go figure, £10 a week, that's £520 a year over 10 years. You could be spending an extra £5,000 on sugary drinks, which are not good for you. Like, I don't want to mention the brand names because I may get into trouble, and chocolate bars, crisps, those kind of things, which are not very healthy for you. So you, again, cut those out, and that can save you pounds, dollars, euros, wherever you're watching from. That can save you a lot of money. That comes now into my next point of staying in and cooking instead of going out and eating unhealthy things like at fast food chains. That can save you, again, another £2-3 a day. So instead of getting that combined meal outside, which can cost you £6-8 and is unhealthy, and you get your burger and chips, you can eat at home for about half that, and it can save you a few pounds a day. You go figure. Again, that can be another £25 a day, roughly, let's say £1,000 a year, just by once a week not going to a fast food place. And I hope if you're doing all of those things, okay, and if you add it all up, you're talking well into the many thousands, 50 to 100,000 pounds over 10 years if you're doing all of this. Number 6 as well, if you're doing regular exercise, and this, you can't really put a price on this, because doing regular exercise actually helps you at work. Now, if you're doing better at work, you're more likely to be promoted. Now, how much is a promotion worth? Lots of money, right? So over your career lifetime, which can be 40, 50 years, if you're exercising quite regularly, you're more likely to get promotions. You're more likely to do better in the workplace. And that is going to give you a lot of income as well. So that's another incentive for having a healthy lifestyle. Now, it's also been proven that the healthier you are better mentally. So mentally, if you're better mentally, you're more likely to make correct financial decisions in your life. Now, I can't put a price on that. It's not as easy as doing an exercise on cigarette smoking or too much alcohol or too much fatty food. But nevertheless, if you're making better decisions in life, this is more likely to create wealth. Now, I've thought of these, sorry, wrong counting, 8 things. Yeah, 8 things. Now, if there's any more, please, I really want you to put them in the comments below so that for other people that are watching, they can look at this video, hopefully take something from it. In particular, close to my heart is that I really, if you are smoking, I really want you to stop smoking, because the money you're spending is an absolute killer as well as destroying your health. I think that's the strongest point I will make out of all the 8. But I'm sure there's other points that perhaps I haven't made, which I'd like you to make. For example, have you changed your lifestyle? How has this helped you economically? Or how, if you're leading an unhealthy lifestyle, how is this putting you back economically? How is it destroying your wealth? Please put the comments below. I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to give any other tips on health. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.